EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Arizona Cardinals.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
For Nick Chubb. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. They go play action. Mariota is going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Flush to his right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Check 4, check 4. No. Sure. Watch the safety creep.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run. It's Drake. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
2-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Murray. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
Loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
Check like 33. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 33. Cut.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Mariota. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
Number 1.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. That means your offense has to keep pace.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Chubb. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Now Chubb.
2nd and 7 at the 30.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Cardinals' 11-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Step, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Cleveland.
A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And now it's blocked.
Well, I'd have to say that for him.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after the blocked PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And 3.
A The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now from Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Murray. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
On down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mariota now. And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
1st down, Brown.
On the carry, it's Chubb. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Chubb. Still on his feet. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
On the carry.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That was a good, forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? On play action, Mariota. They'll roll him out right. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Touchdown, Cleveland. The kicker on.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st down, Drake. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You must be dreaming. Under 10, under 10, 10.
From the gun, Murray eluding the pressure right. He'll run it, and he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
We got 4. We got 4.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's now 3rd down.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Easy, quick.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. The Cardinals into the red zone for the 1st time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the gun, Murray. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Simple.
Murray to air it out again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Watch the ball. Hey, check right. Shoot. Watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch a slant. 54.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Forced to the ground and incomplete.
On now, Tucker McCann. From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. McCann's kick up and good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
On the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. Mariota gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. McCaffrey following the penalty. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 2nd down now, it's Drake. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now Mariota. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
It's 2nd down.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mariota. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third and long here for Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
check like 33, check like 33. I'm trying to collect.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4.
It's now 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
1-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Quick throw out wide from Mariota. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, but their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Play action now. Mariota escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because You have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. Put a big-time drive in that situation.
At their own 18-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch safety screen. Watch safety screen. Safety screen. Here we go. Check right 33. Check right 33. Watch the
Operating from the gun, Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And Murray throwing complete here to Drake. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Drake. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. To return, here's Agnew. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
quick throw here, that's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Play fake. Mariota. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown,
Nick Chubb. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, number 28.
To throw again, Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Mike 28. Check tight. Check tight. Hey, number 28. Mike, he's coming. Check in. You got nothing with that. You got nothing. Mike 28. Mike
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Murray again, and he's got some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, that's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. 23 yards the pickup there. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
1-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout.
Loss of 1. Brings up
as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Mike 55. Right there. Niggas. Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, check right. Watch 55. I got him. Mike 55.
On 2nd and goal. Murray eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now Murray's got to have this one flushed out right. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Mariota here to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it, down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead.
Set to kick off.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They go play action. Mariota.
That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Mariota. They'll let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
To not finish a game on a defensive penalty, that's why they get one more untimed attempt.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Off the play fake, Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line, oh, that was fun.
So for Cleveland, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they